Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, likers, dislikers, commenters, new subscribers, old subscribers, and just generally anybody who follows these videos. Welcome back. Incoming! So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The MT07 Tracer. Got this for a couple of hours. Let's see what it looks like and what it does. First initial thoughts about this bike is actually quite impressive. Very planted, very stable. Stable is the key. Everybody knows you can sort of sit on a bike and know how stable it is. What I actually realised about this bike is that it's so smooth. Not like the bigger version where I did say that it lacks character. This one is actually a lot more. It's got a wee bit of, it's got character. I don't actually know yet. I've only been on it for like a handful of minutes. So down to the brass tacks of this bike. Do I like it? It is actually a good bike. I was actually coming into this quite reserved and thinking that it had the same traits as the 09, and I can actually admit that I was wrong to do so. So after that motorway sprint, what do you think? Really good. It's got power. It's got the stability that I would like in a bike. You know, just point it in a direction and do, well, I was going to say do my homework, but you know, I can take my hands off like that and just relax. The seating position is great because you're I'm not actually straining with my back as well. It's actually reasonably really comfortable, and the way the seat's molded, it actually gives me enough room to put both feet down, maybe just slightly off the balls of my feet and onto the tiptoes, but I'm what, 5'6", not very heavy, not overly heavy, and I like the feel of it. I do like the feel of it. It's almost like Yamaha's taken on board the criticisms people have given the 09. I'm not bashing the 09, but the 09 was a bit. It was like a lion with, or not even a lion, a cheetah with a touring kit. You know, it was built for touring, but the engine was a crackhead. It wanted to go. This seems more calm and relaxed. I could crunch miles on this without any worries, actually. I have heard people say that it's pretty weird because people compare bikes in really different ways, and I've heard people comparing this to the old Divies, the Diversion. Now, in a sense, I've ridden a Diversion quite frequently, a friend's one, and it does feel like it, but it's not it, if you know what I mean. There is a noticeable difference with the engine. I mean, 40 mile an hour here, and there's barely any wrist weight into this, and I'm sitting what, just over say 3.5 into 4,000 RPM with a good bit of pickup on it. So smooth as well. I mean, not the bike manufacturers cheap out on certain bikes, but never a good thing to say about some bikes with their, it's like, it's almost rigid suspension. One thing I would do though, if I had this bike, would be a taller screen. Definitely a taller screen. That wind is cutting my face in two. I actually like the way the clock's sunk down in a bit. Some bikes, the clocks can be very restrictive in your sight, and I mean, it's got everything that, well, it's got everything but plus more that I'd ever need. Like, the question is, would I have one? Because I mean, that ultimately at the end of the day, I can give you my opinion on the bike. Would I have this bike? I could actually see myself on it. Of course I would have to make it my own. I mean, it's almost obligatory to do that on a bike nowadays. So after spending a bit of time on the bike, I've done exactly about 20 miles, 26 miles. I'm down in my favourite area, so see what it's like. Stock exhaust wise, I like it, but I would have to change it. Dear goodness, it just eats the bumps up. What the hell? That was a big bump, and that was pretty good. But then I know that would shake cars to its knees. Very, very, very smooth power pickup. What I would say about the brakes is they're sharp. They are sharp. This is the ABS one, which I've never experienced ABS before, so yeah, that's, I like the speedo. Very minimal, sort of everything you need. Yeah, it's a very nippy bike. Very, very nippy. What I would maybe suggest if you bought it is to get something to protect that bottom bit. That doesn't look like it'll be too happy after an accident or something. So to surmise about the MT07 Tracer, great all-round bike, obviously. It's a Yamaha, of course it is great all-round bike. Great options for customizing. There's a lot of parts out in the market. Lots. Brilliant power plant of an engine. I would actually use this over the 9, but I want a bigger engine, you know, so the 9, I would have to sort of have more time on the 9. Very, very user friendly. It's even got eco mode for low speeds. As soon as you pick it up, it disappears. And you can feel the increase in the power, so all round it's a great bike. I would actually have one. If I had the money, I would have one. So that's probably the more surprising thing to me, that I would have this bike. Probably not in, well, no, the blue colour's nice, I like it. As always guys, this is not me telling you that to go buy the bike or this bike's great, go get one. This is me giving you my personal opinion on this bike. I mean, this is where I start the conversation, and this is what I do with every bike. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like it, let me know. If you dislike it, and the reasons why you dislike it, because that's the most important things. The feedback to the dealership and the manufacturer are important from the customer, because every customer is different. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. don't forget, if you've liked the video, slap a like on it. If you haven't liked the video, you know what to do. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. There is plenty more test rides coming. There are all sorts of content coming over the next few months. And I'm going to leave you here, and I'm going to go and enjoy this bike.